Well, as of course you guys know, Supernatural is North America's longest running genre show in television history. Isn't that awesome? And it's also known as the friendliest place to work, and that all starts at the top. And we're going to introduce you to the guys that are the top and make it all possible. So please join me in giving a nice Atlanta welcome to Jensen and Jared!
My height.
Good morning, Atlanta.
Good morning, Atlanta. Or, now that I've had my first ever Atlanta experience, good morning, Peachtree, Atlanta. Every street, everywhere, and every business is called Peachtree. We stopped and literally, the guy was like, yeah, you go to Peachtree and Peachtree. We're like, wait. And so we said, yeah, you go to Peachtree and Peachtree. And so we went to Peachtree and Peachtree, and I have a picture of Peachtree and Peachtree, which I am going to show you.
Georgia Peaches. What? Peach pie? I wouldn't say no.
Peachtree and Peachtree, guys. For us Texans, that's confusing. Go to First and First, huh? First and First. How does something intersect itself? It goes around the world and comes back and they collide. Head explode. So we're in the middle of shooting episode 250. And Peter Roth, the president of Warner Bros. Television, came up and he was up there for the Arrow 100 episode party. And he came to set.
100 episodes, that's cute.
That was basically our response. We're like, oh, Arrow 100. So it was nice. We met with him, and he. So for those of us who want, or for those of y'all who might want Supernatural to end, it looks like it doesn't have to end if we want it to keep going.
Wait, what?
I don't think that was. Shh, earmuffs. We're going forever, guys. I don't think it was in writing, but it was certainly like, listen, if you guys still love it, and the fans still love it, then let's keep doing it.
I'm not making any promises.
That was, we literally had that meeting at, what was it, 9 o'clock? 9 o'clock
Friday night.
9 o'clock Vancouver time, Friday night. So midnight Atlanta time, yesterday morning, we were having this meeting. And then we filmed until, when did you wrap?
Some of us filmed.
I wrapped an hour earlier.
No.
An hour and a half. Okay, 4 hours.
Yeah.
I stayed awake.
No, you did.
Solid. I did.
Yeah, because you had a 2.5-hour nap over lunch because somebody else was working.
No, I stayed up. I had a glass of wine. I watched Shark Tank. But yes, but so you'll understand why I'm acting a fool. I wrapped at what, 3:30? 3:30 Vancouver time, so 6:30 a.m. Atlanta time. I wrapped. He filmed for about 2 hours more, so he wrapped at 8:30 Atlanta time. So this time yesterday, we were filming.
Mm-hmm. And not just like, it's not just on stage in a nice warm environment. No. We were out in the woods about an hour and a half away from downtown Vancouver
which we had to switch days for the first time in 12 years. Explain that.
So last Friday, so Fridays work schedule was actually supposed to be a week prior. And for the first time since the show had started, they actually said, you know what, it's going to be, I don't know if you guys remember, there was this big storm coming up Pacific Northwest, and they actually canceled the day and they flip-flopped Fridays. So we happened to have the other Friday off, and they had done that so that we could have dinner with the president of Warner Brothers. Well,
Not in our trailer.
not in our trailer, so we can go out and have like a dinner with them. Right? So anyway, they because of the weather, they switched because we were supposed to be out in the woods until all hours of the night, and where we were filming are these huge tall trees with a lot of dead branches way high up in the canopy.
Y'all will know it because it has also been the set for Purgatory.
Yes. So we filmed there quite a bit, and when the wind comes through there, with some heavy gusto, it will throw these, it will knock these branches down. They'll come toppling down from 50, 60 feet ahead.
They call them widowmakers, which
Yeah.
doesn't sound nice. They're like, yep, bunch of widowmakers up here, so the winds are going to be 60 miles an hour. Because we can't film here. Like, what did you say? Can't film here before that. 60 miles an hour before that. Widowmaker? Yeah, that one. What does that mean? Like, well, when the branches fall, if they hit you in the head,
You die.
it's going to make a widow. Like, all right, so not filming today.
In an effort to not kill anyone, they switched the days, which then put our big long work day this past Friday. And so yeah, and it wasn't, like I said, it wasn't like we were in the studio and it was just a long day. No. We were out in the woods. It was cold and it had been raining all week, which means that it was just a swamp. So we were like, ankle deep in mud and doing fight scenes until I was, because while he was drinking wine in his trailer.
Hey, it was Friday night, episode 250.
I was out there trying,
Brother's got to have a glass of wine.
just like guzzling coffee, trying to stay awake so that I could take out these soldiers that were trying to kill me. And
Oh man,
that's a whole different story.
I had the heater on, the fire was on. What he's trying to say is that if he seems tired during the photo op, goose him. Give him just a little who's your dad.
I may have given all of my energy into last night's performance. It's just you can hear my voice is still a little torn up from that.
Was anybody not here other than obviously?
Everybody enjoy that concert last night? They're pretty good, those guys. What's that?
They wasn't there.
You weren't there?
They wasn't. That's my fellow Texan right there.
Sorry, you didn't miss anything. Yeah, that was a lot of fun, and thank you all for being there and giving us a crowd to play to. Because I know Rob, the band, and everybody else. It's a really enjoyable moment for the whole weekend for us, and we hope it is for you too. So that's a really cool thing.
And most importantly, y'all are the first people we've seen and talked to since season 12 aired. Let's get to some fun questions or comments or yes, that was a quick hand. Like the Sundance Kid. Let's get to some.
Hi, how you guys doing?
Hi.
My name is Phil. This has been a very long time coming for me, and I'm thrilled to meet you all today. I have a great question. I have a couple of questions about the episodes. Fantastic kickoff to the season. I'm absolutely loving it. Jared, I was wondering if you could speak to the torture scenes and what that was like.
Oh, really? You want to bring that up? I'll talk about how tired we are. You want to talk about the torture scene?
And Jensen, the scene where you were sitting with the pictures of your mom, what was going through Dean's mind, and to talk about that scene as well. Thank you very much.
No, thank you. I guess I'll start it off. The torture scenes were fun in a sense. I mean, I tried to. I posted a picture of like the cuts they put on me, which was
Yeah, you wonder why Peter Roth said we're go for nothing.
So it looked outrageously real. I mean, for the picture it's one thing, but even in person, like if I had just walked down the street, people would have like tackled me and taken me to the hospital. It's always fun. It's taxing.
Felix injured.
That was a funny scene because we had built that basement on set. The exterior of the house we shot on location of the actual house, but the basement was built on set. But they had Sam, or me, or us, barefooted, and I'm tackling Tony Bevel, who's wonderful. I don't know if y'all, you know, as an Atlanta actress as well, from the Vampire Diaries and Backmore, she's amazing. She's kind and talented and hardworking and smart, and she can move, like she does the fight scenes well. I was really impressed with her. And I shot, you know, for 3 hours with her last year, so I had no idea. I was like, geez, she's got a lot, because I had read the first 4 episodes before we shot day 1 of episode 1. I was like, all right, well, they're giving her some stuff. I hope she can do it. And she blew me away. But I was barefooted, and, you know, you're tackling somebody, so I was legitimately, like, bleeding from my feet. But it was fun. It was a fun scene to sit there and get tied up, and how long do you have? I think I need more sleep. It was one of those, I had a similar feeling, and again, he was bitching about it, but I had a similar feeling when we left set on yesterday. I guess just yesterday, not on yesterday. But where after certain days, they're so difficult and so taxing, and you know, I get to work, and an hour later into a 15-hour day, my wife is calling me to say like, hey, good night, we're with the kids. And I'm like, all right, I just got out of hair and makeup. I'll text you when I get home in 14 hours, you know, because I know you'll be like taking the kids to school or soccer practice or whatever. But sometimes you drive away and you're like, okay, like I remember, that's why we do what we do. And those scenes would fall into that category. So, yeah, you got it, Mr. Rack.
The scene where I was looking at pictures. Yeah. Did you notice the empty beer bottles next to me?
Not fake.
I was pretty drunk. Okay. All right.
Here's a funny, did everybody see the second episode? Yeah. So the scene with Sam and Mom at the end? Yeah. So I loved it, but here's a funny, I'm on set, and because we had filmed again until 4 a.m. on Thursday, or Friday morning, 4 a.m. on Thursday.
This is the pie eating scene?
This is right after.
Oh,
Sam did the tea. So we're filming, and which turned out great. We're filming, but it's like Texas time, they're watching the show. I get my phone, it's like, Mom, text message, parentheses, 2. And I'm like, what the hell? When I open it up, she's like, you never bring me tea. and then the next question is, Leslie? And I was like, hey, I don't know who else you're texting at like midnight Texas time, but sorry about not bringing you tea. Leslie what? Like I think you're texting somebody. She goes, no, Mary Winchester said she didn't know your first crush. Was yours Leslie? And I was like, yes, it was. She's like, haha, I know you better than Mary Winchester. So I was proud of her. I was like, yes, you do. 2-point share. And then she sent me one of those new iOS 35 emojis that like take up the whole screen. We're kind of a little shocked. But yeah, that was my Thursday episode 2 experience. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
How about waving both hands over there?
I think she's just stretching.
Yes, sir. Yep.
She's like, I'm just stretching, Ackles.
What? What's up?
Number one, we have pie in Alabama too.
Alabama? Who's from Alabama? Alabama put a whooping on A&M yesterday. I'm a UT fan, so I'm happy Alabama.
You're not even in the SEC.
I know, but they used to be Big 12.
War Eagle, but if you lay it outside. War Eagle! Okay, War Eagle!
I'm just going to back away slowly.
Way to go. Sorry, what's up?
So the rapport between the two of you is amazing. So I just wonder, when you first met that very first day on set, was it that way from the jump? I mean, were you just...
I think when we met during the test session. So classically, when you audition for a TV show, you'll meet the casting director, then you'll meet like one of the writers, then you'll meet casting director, writer, producer, then you'll meet the heads of the studio. He and I, since we had a relationship with Peter Roth, we met with yesterday at midnight, and you know, he was on Smallville and I was doing Gilmore Girls, so we were already on the channel because we didn't start CW, we started WB. So we went straight to a test session. And I guess my first impression was like, that's a cute little guy. Put him in my pocket. Which, for those of you who haven't met us yet, like on the same floor, he is 6 foot plus, so it's kind of funny. So like, why does he call you little? I think my wife, we'll talk about the first day she shows up on set, and she filmed with Jensen before she filmed with me, and she's like, you're huge! And then one of the crew guys was like, you should be the big one. She's like, the big one? True story.
Yeah, I would say the friendship kicked off pretty quickly. There certainly was a comfortability that he and I had with each other right off the bat. You know, I don't know what that is attributed to. Maybe both being from Texas, having similar upbringings, having a lot of similar likes and dislikes. But we just, yeah, we kind of fell into stride pretty quickly, and then that I think translated onto the screen pretty well, and then it just kind of grew from there. Not only our working relationship, but you know, our off-camera friendship and stuff. And I think it all just kind of was cohesive as the years went on. So. Yeah, we're very proud of that. And then he goes and does something like that, and I'm like, what the hell?
Thank you very much.
This is my best friend, and we didn't like each other at all at first, so I just wanted to tell you that.
I love it. How cool.
I absolutely, oh God. Yeah.
Nice to meet you, Betsy.
Yeah,
We have the same reaction. It's like, yeah. Wow, thank y'all guys. I'm gonna go over here on the left. I'm gonna go right here in the front row with the yellow. What is that called? What is that called? There's a word for that.
Lanyard.
Lanyard. Neither a land nor a yard. Talk amongst yourselves. It's a prank. Just kidding. We're going over here.
Okay. My name's Dimitri.
So is Misha's.
Do you go by a completely different name?
You go by Misha?
So I don't know if you remember, but last year in Pasadena, I came up to y'all and told you that your characters, and as well as you guys,
It's all right.
inspired me to start transitioning. And it's now been 6 months since I've begun medical transition of testosterone.
Awesome.
So I was wondering, because I know you have other fans that have done this as well, how do you feel when people have started actually transforming themselves like that because of things that y'all do, like characters and also just y'all in general?
I think, congrats, first off. Nice to see you again. I think he and I talk a lot about the power this show has had. I don't think we really, it's difficult for us to grasp it because legitimately, if we didn't do things like this and come to places like Atlanta or Pasadena or New Jersey, and we would basically just film and then sleep until, you know, our kids woke us up or something. But it's nice to see people, and I've been pretty public about my struggles with depression and anxiety, and I see a lot of support out in the world. I see some of the new family has your back on it. So anyways, I know what it felt like to be living a secret. I did that for a lot of my adult life when I, on the surface, had no reason to be living, you know, with anxiety or whatever. So I know, I empathize. I know what it feels like to go like, man, am I gonna let people know who I really am? Am I gonna be shunned? Am I gonna be judged? Am I gonna be turned away? And then to do it and to kind of be happy with who you are and who you are becoming. And I think who you are can be your choice. You know, like this is who I'm choosing to be. I'm going to be this person, and finding comfort. However, to be who you know you are is a pretty powerful choice. Good on you. And I'm going to call you Misha just because. I'm going to call you Misha because he changed his name. So
I want to just add that it is. We're very grateful and very humbled to know that what we do can inspire people to be who they want to be, no matter what that is, or just simply inspire them to be a better person or to do something. I mean, whether it's, you know, changing your haircut to changing, you know, your exterior, whatever it is, to changing who you are, but it all of that inspires to become who you are, what that means to you. And I think that's really important for us to stand up here and to do what we do and to know that we're affecting people in a positive way. That is inspiring for us, so thank you for sharing that.
And by the way, Dimitri's thanking us, but it goes to all y'all guys, because if it wasn't for the support of the entire Supernatural family, then none of us would be here. Sorry to speak for you, but
let's go right there with the plaid in here. Yes. Hi.
the plaid, Sam?
You can just speak up. I'll repeat the question.
I was kidding, but I have that shirt.
I think that is your
Is
shirt.
that my shirt?
I was just wondering, what were some recent pranks you all have played on each other or on someone else like that?
There have probably been some. What did we do? What did we do? Something recently.
We kind of,
Well, there's one currently going, but I don't think somebody knows about yet.
our professional life is made up of just a series of small pranks. Really. It's kind of a constant thing.
I'm gonna make a confession.
Oh gosh.
So a couple episodes ago, maybe on the third or fourth episode or something, we get to set and there's a fancy car parked in front of my trailer. And I don't drive the set. Clippy drives us, or our buddy Chris, who works with us. And it was a pretty fancy car, and it happened to be unlocked. And the lunch that day was, if I can remember properly, salmon. So the salmon somehow or another.
We know where this is going.
Somehow salmon ended up in the spare tire well of the back of this fancy car.
Was it Sam and Dean?
It may have been. Sam and Dean ended up in the back of Mr. Mark Shepard's car. You know, the real tragedy is that he found out sooner than I wish. I was hoping he would like get a phone call in December, like, your car stinks. But that's the most recent, but there's also some other stuff going on that I don't think everybody's been made aware yet, so we try to keep it silent. Thanks, oh yeah. I'm gonna go way, man, I see a waving hand, I see jazz fingers, and I see two hands. Fight. Just kidding. Y'all do rock, paper, scissors. Whoever wins the first one. Yes.
Hey, I feel good.
Hi, my name is Brittany. I'm super excited to meet y'all. It's my first convention ever.
I think you're just on an adrenaline rush from your rock, paper, scissors. She's like, suck it!
Okay, so the monsters that are on the show, they're based on sort of loosely based on real lore and stuff. So I was wondering what was the scariest thing for y'all to learn about.
I like you, Brittany.
Thank you.
You got spunk.
You're a winner.
You got moxie, kid. The scariest thing to learn about? Gosh. That's a great question.
Yeah, there's probably a debate here about what we've had, but what we've fought and been up against and what's terrifying, which most of it is. I will say, I'll use this opportunity to give a little teaser. There's an episode coming up that is, in my opinion, something that I think a lot of us, and I know me, truly does fear. And Dean's gonna have to face it. And it's
Which one?
and it's not necessarily a monster. You don't know if I know?
No! Yeah, that's great. It occurred to me.
That's great.
It occurred to me while he was confusing the rest of us that, you know what, before Supernatural started, when a light flickered, I was like, plug it in right. Or light bulb's going out. Now when the light flickers, I'm like, come on, really? All right, if anything's in here, I'm Sam in Winchester.
Bring it.
You know, I want your best help in somebody else's room. I ain't taking that. It usually works. Then I'll hear somebody scream in the room next to me. As the ghost goes over. Thanks, Arlen.
All right.
You got it.
I gotta go with my girl back there. Because we have so much in common.
I wrote it down because I didn't want to forget.
You have 45,000 pages. How long is this question?
I'm sorry. I'm Sadler, by the way.
What's your name?
Sadler.
Sadler. Hi, Sadler.
That's a cool name. What does that mean?
It's a name.
Good talk.
I love you, but this is for Jared.
Yes. My question is, what do you think about Jensen?
Oh, I'm cool with that. That's a great question.
My question is about the Always Keep Fighting Foundation. Because I've struggled with, sorry,
It's all right, Sadler.
mental disorders and stuff. So,
Well, I'm going to interrupt you really quickly because I've started with my work with my therapist. If you're here today amongst friends and amongst like-minded people, then you haven't struggled, you've been conquering. So.
right.
So, Sadler, brag about that shit. What she meant to say was, I'm Sadler, and I've been conquering something that's pretty powerful that a lot of people have to deal with, but I'm here and I'm stronger for it. Carry on.
Question is, how did you have the idea to create the Always Keep Fighting Foundation, and did you ever imagine how much of an impact it would have on so many different people? I don't know.
It's all right. I'm so glad you lost rock, paper, scissors. The idea this sounds unromantic, and I think it's a sign of how really these huge blessings can come out of something so small and how to never underestimate. I got a phone call from a buddy of ours named Steve Mel, who said, hey, I'm working with this company. Yeah. Who I just beat in a pull-up contest. Which he didn't know he was in. And so we got to lunch and I was like, I gotta do something, I'll be right back. But he literally called me or texted me or something. He's like, hey, I'm working with this company and they do designs and sell shirts and it helps raise money and blah, blah, blah for a cause. And I don't think he really even thought of the awareness thing yet, because it's not like somebody goes, pardon my French, fuck cancer. What is, like, cancer? That's right, we should get, like, cancer. Everybody understands that cancer exists and it's bad and we need help funding research and whatnot. But he was like, it helps raise funds for charities, and it's pretty simple. You know, you'll get on the phone with this guy and tell him something that's important to you. And months passed because I kind of had an idea of what I wanted to raise money for or awareness for. And ultimately made the decision to do it. I had no idea. I literally thought it was going to be, hey, look, $1,000 sold or something, like To Write Love gets $1,000 or whatever it was, and you'll be able to do so much good for charities and individuals like you and I alike, and a lot of people in this room. So thank you, and congrats on conquering. Keep conquering.
Is that it? That's it, dude. That's it. Oh, okay, yeah, I gotta ask
He's a real jerk, guys.
Well, look, we're super stoked to be here, even though we might seem a little tired. But it's,
Forgive us, goose him.
Yeah.
Bounce a quarter off that.
Anyway, we're excited you guys are here. We're excited to be here. We hope you guys have a great day with us, and we'll see you in a little bit.